Yeah.
I totally didn't just wake up, I swear to God. I was debating whether to do a video like this, you know, kind of end of year video, an end of year recap, but considering it's become kind of a yearly tradition ever since 2015, I believe, I figured, you know what? Let's do another one. Let's do another one, because why the fuck not? Mamma mia, Papa Pia, it's the end of the year. I really shouldn't record videos as soon as I wake up. But yeah, this is just kind of a end of year recap vlog. You know, very, very simple, not too fancy, not too scripted, you know, anything like that. This is just my thoughts, the time where I regurgitate my thoughts about what it was like this year and all of the amazing and brilliant things that happened, as well as the not so amazing things and brilliant happened. That was barely English. So if you can't be fucked to sit through a 10-minute something video, because I guarantee, as much as I'd like to chop it down to as short and condensed time as possible, I guarantee that it's going to be at least 10 minutes long, because that's just the kind of YouTuber I am, then please go back and go watch all of the other actually properly created videos that I made this year. Over on my Instagram, if you haven't followed me, there it is, I did a little thing a few days ago where I asked you guys what your favorite videos of mine were from 2018, and I got such an array of different videos. I got videos of just me talking and ranting about things like I always have ever since I started this channel. I got videos that I had never tried before, some newer types of videos and video formats. I got a ton of collabs, and I also just got a ton of videos that I didn't really think would get a lot of love from you guys. And just seeing the fact that almost all of you gave me different videos as an answer to that particular question made me really happy and satisfied, because it just goes to show that I was able to make all sorts of different content that appealed to all sorts of different otakus and all sorts of different people. Like, I'm way happier that I got so many different answers to that question than, say, the same one or two answers to that question. Because if I got the same one or two answers to that question, then that just means I really only did one or two great videos that a lot of you guys thought was good. But the fact that there were, I'd say, like, you know, maybe 200-300 different videos, and which was about the amount of videos that I actually made in 2018, was really satisfying for me. That made me really fucking happy and really proud of the stuff that I did in 2018. And I like to think that 2018 I kind of did do some different things. I mean, I always try and make more unique stuff, you know, stuff that I also really enjoy, but stuff that, you know, I always say to myself is content that people have never seen before but have always wanted. That's the kind of content that I've always strived to make. And 2018 especially was a year for me where I wanted to stretch those boundaries out, really try and see what I can make with the resources that and time that I have. And do I think that I did a pretty freaking good job at it? Yeah, but I mean, you know, I can't always be satisfied just from this. I gotta go further beyond. We gotta go deeper, Leonardo. So I've left the link to about 10 or 15 of my personal favorites from 2018 down in the description below. If you haven't seen any of them, then go check it out. And what are my New Year's resolutions for 2019? I'm sure there are a ton of people who are writing that down in the comments, or, you know, a lot of people have been asking me on things like Twitter and Instagram, you know, hey Joey, what are your New Year's resolutions for 2018? And for those of you who are on my Patreon, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out, then you would know that I wrote on my kitty litter blog that I don't really have a New Year's resolution. Usually I do decide to create some kind of New Year's resolution, some kind of, I guess, set amount of goals that I would like to achieve within the following year. But I figured this year I wouldn't give myself a New Year's resolution, because I feel New Year's resolutions in one way limit a person for doing certain things. See, when you give yourself New Year's resolutions, you think, okay, these are the things that I want to do, that I really want to do by this time next year. I'm gonna give myself a year to do these things, and if I can't do these things, then I'm gonna feel fucking shitty about it. But the thing is, for the past at least 4 or 5 years or so, at least with me, I've given myself all of these New Year's resolutions that are a little bit too impossible to do. At least with last year's New Year's resolutions, I was really only able to fulfill, out of maybe the 5 or 6 New Year's resolutions I gave myself, I was only able to fulfill 1 part way. And reflecting on that, I didn't really feel all that great about it, to be honest. I mean, how would you feel if you set yourself up 6 goals to achieve within the next 365 days and you only partially was able to do one of them? Not the best feeling. And so, at least for myself, I see that giving myself a New Year's resolution is actually limiting to myself. Now, of course, that doesn't apply to everybody. I mean, if New Year's resolutions work for you, all the more power to you, my boys and girls. But at least for me, I feel it's limiting to myself because I give myself too long of a time limit. I say to myself, oh, I have an entire year to do this. There's plenty of time. And then by the time I realize it, that plenty of time is no longer plenty. So there are a bunch of things that I want to do, at least with this channel. The New Year's resolutions for this channel that I want to achieve by the end of 2019. But I'm not going to say them out loud, and I'm not going to give myself a time limit. You know, if there's something I want to do in 2019, I'm not going to think to myself, oh, I'm going to give myself an entire year to do this. No, if I'm going to do something in 2019, I'm gonna do it right the fuck now. I'm gonna do it as soon as I can so that I can get it out and so that I can feel good about myself. So that I don't give myself the satisfaction of knowing that, oh, I have much more time. And so I'm gonna take things easy. I'm gonna step off the accelerator a little bit because, you know, we don't have to speed through here. It's a 40 zone. It's nice and slow. We don't have to rush through it. School zone, watch out for the children. What am I talking about? But the one thing I am excited for 2019 is just making all sorts of different and cool content for you guys. You know, of course, keeping up with tradition, keeping up with series that you guys really fucking enjoy, but also, you know, trying to start up some new shit. You know, we always have to keep growing and we always have to keep evolving. And I think that's one thing that's really important with a YouTube channel. Like, if your YouTube channel remains stagnant because you're just doing the same thing over and over again and being comfortable with that, then you're gonna get bored of it, your audience is gonna get bored of it, and eventually you're gonna disappear into obscurity. I mean, you look back to a few years ago, at least on my channel, and I was doing maybe half the things that I'm doing back then now. And so I'm glad that at least I can, you know, look back on, say, videos from 2015, 2016, you know, stuff that were earlier in my career, and think to myself, oh wow, that looks like a completely different channel. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I've also looked a little different since 2015, 2016, but that's besides the point. That's called age. But yeah, I'm just really fucking happy in 2018. Like, 2018 was a good year in terms of YouTube. Yes, there were some hiccups, you know, there were some shitty things that happened, but, you know, that's life, my boys. Like, you can't have the ups without the downs, you know what I mean? I always end up being fucking preachy in these kinds of end of year videos. Like, I don't even know what to call this fucking video. It's probably gonna be some kind of shitty title that I'll have thought up of on the spot while riding the train this morning to my grandma's place. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of the support I got in 2018, especially in 2018, you know, the year that saw so many YouTubers just getting fisted up the ass from YouTube in terms of algorithm, in terms of unfair, you know, monetization, in terms of just all the complaints that any YouTuber can ever think of on this platform. I'm just glad that I was able to just keep chugging along, keep making content that I believe in, and, you know, made content that you guys believed in, and that makes me really fucking happy. It was also so awesome, for me at least, to find the time to go to all sorts of different conventions and go and meet you guys. If I did meet you this year, whether it was at a convention, whether it was just on the street somewhere, you know, in any kind of situation like that, I fucking appreciate you guys. Every single one of you. Thank you for coming to see a guy that looks like a hybrid of John Wick and a sheepdog. Jesus Kun appreciates the fact that you made it all the way out to come and see me, and you know, it never gets old, man. It never fucking gets old. Every time I meet one of you guys at a convention or in the streets, I get just as fucking excited as you guys because I think to myself, yay, people still like me. I know that's like a sad way of putting it, but it's true, man. Like, I never would have thought, like, I'm 24 years old right now. I started this channel when I was 19. I never would have thought I'd still be doing this shit. Like, if I could do this for 3 years, even as a hobby, I'll be fucking happy. Cause even my parents thought that at this point in my life, I would have completely just dropped YouTube at this point, or, you know, YouTube would have dropped me, whichever came first, and I'd be off doing some normal ass job, you know? And hey, the fact that I'm standing here right now in my brand new house with this brand new setup, with awesome and cool friends and an awesome and supporting girlfriend, what more can I ask for, man? Like, it's fucking dope. 2018 was fucking dope. So all I'm saying is expect some awesome things in 2019, and I appreciate all of you guys. I know this was a really fucking boring ass vlog that I wasn't even going to record at first, but you know what, fuck it. Let's keep up with tradition, shall we? I'm excited to work with new companies, I'm excited to work with new people, I'm excited to make and challenge myself into creating all sorts of things on YouTube and off YouTube, and trust me, there are a few things off YouTube especially that I am kind of brewing up in the background that I love to show you guys, hopefully sometime in 2019. Again, not making promises, not limiting myself. I'm gonna do that shit as soon as I fucking can. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you personally have any New Year's resolutions. You know, if you're the kind of person where New Year's resolutions just work for you, then let me know in the comments below. What are your New Year's resolutions? Make sure to follow me on all of my social media, Discord, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram. And here, if you haven't subscribed yet, join the family. It's fun. That's gonna do it for this terrible end of year vlog. Next video you see will be in the new year of 2019. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful New Year's, and good luck to you and me in 2019. Let's see if we can survive another year, shall we? So to send off 2018 and all of you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like your favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more anime banter, and keep watching anime. Ciao!